Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Fever legend, Tamika Catchings. Now this, if you can see this, Fever legend comes out swinging. This is a video I did, man, almost, I want to say almost 2 years ago. It says 1 year on this thing, but it'll be a 1 year, 11 months. It won't actually change over to 2 years because I know this was Caitlin's rookie year, so maybe not quite 2 years. A video I did on Tamika Catchings, Fever legend, Tamika Catchings. I should point that out, make that clear about the Kennedy Carter cheap shot. This is actually one of my best performing videos on the channel, about 1,100 videos now, and so that was kind of cool. One, obviously, just to see the people were interested because I almost didn't even do this video at the time, but also, another reason I'm bringing this up, a couple of reasons. One, obviously, I'm going to talk about Tamika Catchings here, and here's why, because there was interest, but also it just reminded me of, with all the nonsense you all go through, me included, as Fever fans, as Caitlin Clark fans, and all the BS and everything, and not even just the other players in the league and the isms and all of that, but how nasty things, how awful things are that get directed toward us, about how people assume how we would act toward, or do act actually, even toward teammates of Caitlin Clark. So it was absolutely awesome to see everyone that early. This was, again, right around the Kennedy Carter, so that was like, what, not long into Caitlin Clark's rookie year, and to get this kind of feedback. I mean, the channel might have only had like 1,000 subscribers at the time, that people fully embraced, hey, yeah, I mean, I know I talk about the Caitlin Kennedy cheap shot, but still fully embraced, because we've seen it since. I even did something, I saw something from Tamika Catchings the other day, and I pointed out, and I'll get into the update real quick, but this is relevant. I pointed out that I made a comment about something like, man, why can't the rest of the league be like Tamika Catchings? It would solve so many problems. Again, ultimately the product on the court matters, but other things do too, right? You're going to root for, pull for, support someone that you find likable. You don't, not agreeing with them on everything, but find them likable as a human being, than you are people that you don't like, people that seem to make it clear that they don't like you, right? So I wanted to use this also to make clear one more time. Logic dictates that Tamika Catchings probably agrees, culturally, politically, however you want to phrase it, with the rest of the players in the league 95% of the time. I don't care. See, that's the point that so many people love to miss when we talk about this stuff. I'm not going to not support someone because they might have different views or opinions than myself. What I don't like either direction is athletes and actors and so forth getting way far out of their lane and thinking that they have the right not to just voice an opinion, but to dictate and lecture others, to be hateful about it, to tell them that, hey, if you don't have this same opinion than I have, I don't want you as a fan. I don't like you. I think you're this and that. And it's just ridiculous. They all are potential customers. Stay away from the nonsense. Stay in your lane, and I don't say that to be mean or to lecture or to take away anyone's free speech. It just makes sense. You are an athlete. You sell a product. The product is you performing your sport. Why do you want to come out and turn off half of the people who might support and watch you? It makes no sense. So here we are, finally getting to the point. Now, that's not fair. All that stuff was important too. It all kind of tied in, which is why I wanted to talk about it. But in a world of Renee Montgomerys and Elle Duncans and all of these people who have been very hateful toward Caitlin Clark, very hateful toward her fans, it is awesome to see someone like Tamika Catchings get rewarded. Okay, Tamika Catchings embraces a new WNBA spotlight as a USA Network commentator. I am looking forward to this. The few times I've heard Tamika Catchings speak about basketball, I enjoyed it. I think she is well spoken. I think she is thoughtful. I think she knows the game. So it's going to be very interesting to now look, man, it's new, right? So everybody's got to learn. Everybody's got to get. I hope I'm better than the first video I ever did in my life, or first podcast, or I was doing audio podcasts long before YouTube. But anyway. So here we go. Tamika Catchings never wanted to get into broadcasting when she retired from the WNBA a decade ago. She had other aspirations in her post-playing career. That all changed when she was an analyst for a few college games back in 2017, and now she can't imagine life without it. All right, so I forgot. Yeah, well, it's still a little different. Obviously, she has experience, but still, it's a different ballgame. It's another level. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and I mean that in a good way. I'm trying. What I'm trying to say is give her grace, right? If she ain't. I purposely used ain't, so I'm allowed. Great, her first couple of games, give her a little grace, man. Let her grow into it. Anyway, in the end, if you're great, we'll get the opportunity to broadcast WNBA games this upcoming season as a commentator for USA Network. My producer back then was like, just try it, Catchings recalled. If you don't like it, I'll take you off the schedule. I fell in love with it. What I love about broadcasting is I'm not on the floor. I don't have to ice, get treatment. I go to bed without any aches and pains. I love being able to showcase the women that we see. You know, I hear a lot of that from athletes in general, like in football, especially quarterbacks. They would love to be able to still do the film study and dissect defenses and drop back and throw the football. They don't want to get wrecked by 300-pound linemen. You know, that's the way it is. USA Sports signed a multi-year deal with the WNBA that will run through 2036. USA Network will show 50 games, including coverage of the WNBA playoffs and WNBA finals in select years beginning this season. This is amazing from the standpoint of having a season, and it's a huge moment for the WNBA TV partnerships, Catchings said. Showcase these women and showcase the league. I love our game. A lot of college players that I covered are now in it. I'm going to be able to get to team up with my old team, Shemike Holdsclaw. I know her last name. I always hesitate on the first name, whether it's K or Quay. We get together again for the first time since college, which was insane. Now, that was a team, folks. Y'all can talk all you want about UConn. That was the team. Holdsclaw, come on now. Tennessee, Pat Summitt, that's some basketball. Anyway, we've come so far. For me now, watching and being able to see the momentum we have, the upward trajectory continuing to build. People want to feature the WNBA, have the games we have, and looking at the playoffs, we get to do the finals, all of that. People want to broadcast it and want to see it. And this, to me, is awesome. You know, I just hit quick digression. I was just thinking that Fever Legend video that I did, this one, 69,000 views. I probably only had like 1,000 or 2,000 subs on the channel. Maybe I'm not in it. Maybe I should go back to all the videos where I'm never on camera. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's y'all don't want to look at me. I understand. I do. So anyway, just a bit of advice to the WNBA as well. One, I wanted to celebrate Tamika and doing this because I think it's important just as much to highlight all the positive stuff and everything as we talk about the negative. And also, hey, WNBA, hey, other networks, just a quick piece of advice. Maybe fewer Renees, right? Maybe fewer Renees, fewer L. Duncans, fewer Andrea Carters, maybe more Tamika Catchings. I'm just saying it might help. It helps too, because it's not the product on the court, but it is part of the bigger product. And if you can elevate that, it helps tremendously. Anyway, shout out to Tamika Catchings. Congratulations to Tamika Catchings. I think this is awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing how she does. And if I have, I shouldn't say I've never heard her do college games. But if I have, I just wasn't really paying attention to who the announcers were. I don't know about all you, but last thing I'll leave with, there's so many games now televised. There aren't nearly enough qualified, competent broadcasters to do them. So more often than not, in all kinds of sports, I tune out the broadcasters. Either I just like tune them out and not even really hearing what they're saying, or I struggle to tune them out and they're really, really bad and I mute, or if I have the opportunity to do so and there's an alternative where I can get a radio broadcast team but watch the television, I'll do that as well. So, I don't know, maybe I've heard her and I don't even realize it. But thanks for checking it out. Do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. There might be something showing you on this how to do that. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to the 19. Y'all go have the day you deserve. Some people think I'm being mean when I say that, but I don't know. That sounds like a you problem. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later.